What is up, peeps, and welcome back to State of Decay. So today we are going to head down to Judge Lawton in the town, which is the other side of the map. Hopefully it won't take us too long. Whoa, need back to the phone car there. Now, I've experimented around a bit with mouse and keyboard and controller, and I've just decided mouse and keyboard is so much easier. It's not as smooth, I will admit, but it just feels more natural to be playing this game with the mouse and keyboard than it does with the controller. So I'm hoping it won't take us too long to get down to the other end of the town. Oh god. Whoa! I think I may have just gone through a pole. I think that might have just happened. I have been thinking about State of Decay for quite a while now, and I've come to the conclusion of it's a good game at the same time as being a really bad game. It's a good game in the sense that it does actually take on the role of, like, you are still surviving. Yes, it's a bit too easy to, well, like, when you get surrounded by zombies, like 12-15 zombies at a time, and they're running at you, I wouldn't expect to be able to survive that. Like, IRL, you wouldn't survive. I don't care who you are. If you're on your own against like 15-20 zombies running at you, you ain't gonna survive that if you've got like a melee weapon. And then this bit, it's just like, whoa, yeah, only one zombie's gonna come at me at a time. That's not gonna happen. If I'm honest, it's really not gonna happen. So it's a slightly annoying game in that sense, but in another sense, it's still that survival element. And do I miss my turning? I did miss my turning. No, that's not my turning. Next road down. But at the end of the day, it's still a survival game, and it still does it okay-ish. I have heard that they finally get off my bonnet. I have heard that they finally added vehicles to Daisy Standalone, so I'm very, very tempted to go and do a bit of a mess around on that, and I might record it depending on how it goes. But Daisy is one of those games where you can play for 8 hours straight and not meet a single person, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. How did you manage to stay on there? You're not on there now. Ooh, there you go. I think I might need to get another car to go back. Yeah, I'm gonna need another car to go back. Sorry guys, need to nick one of your cars.
All due respect, Your Honor, we're stretched too thin as it is. You got half my guys guarding the dispensary instead of out there pushing these things back.
I understand the difficulties, Sheriff, but I don't know what you expect me to do about it. We only have so many trained officers left, and I'm not comfortable with the prospect of arming civilians for this kind of work.
If you'd let me start training them,
We'll discuss this later, Sheriff. We have a visitor. Welcome. I suppose you've heard our broadcasts? Well, it's all true. We have a safe, secure society here, governed by the rule of law. Walk with me. I'll explain.
You have a society? I'm sorry. What exactly happened to the United States when I wasn't looking?
Look around. We're facing a disaster of unprecedented scale. We have no way of knowing how widespread it is, or how long it will take federal authorities to respond. Until they do, we have to look out for ourselves. It may not be the most constitutionally traditional succession, but it's all we have.
All we have? The armies camp just across the river.
Yes, And other than vaguely threatening radio broadcasts, they've made no attempt to contact us or provide relief efforts to the civilian government.
Sneaky stuff, you know?
Meanwhile, ordinary citizens like yourselves are living in fear.
No, we're not.
Fear of the dead. Fear of the criminal element that sees this as an opportunity to prey on their fellow man. Fear of the uncertain future of our nation. But it doesn't have to be that way.
Well, you've been living, I've been doing just fine.
And of course, all firearms will be surrendered. Only duly appointed law
Yeah,
enforcement officers are allowed to go armed.
Right. Well, thanks for the offer, but we're doing just fine on our own. And I'm damn sure not surrendering my guns when the streets are full of flesh-eating dead people.
I'm very sorry to hear that. We'd certainly prefer it if people joined us freely, before the issue has to be forced.
Is that a threat?
Just a reminder that the Wild West doesn't last forever.
I want to kill her. I want to kill her already.
Don't take it personal. She's under a lot of strain. We're penned in pretty good by these things, and like you might have heard, we're short-handed. Tell you what, help me clear some of these problem areas out, and I'll vouch for you. Put in a good word, maybe set up some kind of trade arrangement.
Right, guys, I'm to a point where I'm pissed off. I'm not gonna let this guy take my guns.
Feel like lending a hand?
Yeah, come on, let's do it.
Happy to help.
Hope you're geared up. We've got a few infestations to deal with.
Let's go. I think we'll be taking that car, not mine.